Dashy. Lightning strikes twice. Another big 1v1 for Bruce. He's going to tie the game up at 3-3. Little bit of magic from Dashy still flowing through the veins. Nice stuff out of Optic.
And he just lives for that, man. I mean, he's coming into this with, like, incredibly limited information, but makes the read in the final seconds, right? Goes and clears out, knows that Insight had to run down Eskies. He checked everything from Brick's side. Even the stun towards the end, in my mind, I was like, well, that should tell Insight that, like, he might be near the bomb in the next few seconds, but you got a little bit of time to work with. And then Dashy's like, well, I guess if I threw the stun down there, he hasn't pushed up Eskies. White is the next option. And the Gunny on point as always. I mean, Dashy's only got 2 kills, but talk about a big one just to keep this game tied.
Read deep. Ultra starting to play this one a little bit more aggressive. Here comes Cammy. Scum's going to win it. Another massive win out of Scum. Those individual gunfights looking fantastic so far. 6 and 4 overall. Quick transition over towards the A-bomb site. We do have Envoy already there, just letting the boys know that. Got this angle, I've got this covered. Bancer's watching the outside. Kleenex over by Bricks now. Utility thrown, the trophy's active. And that tells us one thing, the play is on. Here comes Kleenex. Oh no! We've seen this before. Kleenex gets both of them. Formal making his way forward, just about lands the kill. Bancer with a trade, and it now comes down to Dashy in a 1v2. Oh boy. Dashy, you've already gone 1v1. Can you do it now against 2 members of Ultra? No, he cannot. Ultra with another good round. That's 4-3. And this search chance is back and forth. We get to see this one again. This is the best play. Oh, too soon.
I mean, I can't think of a worse place on the map to stand for Optic Chicago. It's just every single time, just nightmares on that little lineup. But hey, I mean, Kleenex plays Bricks almost every single round on defense. So not the craziest read or craziest play from him. He's just like, oh, they made a ton of noise. They haven't pushed outer. I guess they'll be coming through here. And ooh, piece of candy. Nice little 2-piece just to make the round nice and easy. And keep in mind, that's a round where Cammy, I mean, he gets first blooded on defense the first 10 seconds of the round. So, I mean, that is a 2v4 hold on this site. Toronto were able to pull off, but now we go back to a screeching halt. Once again, Formal towards the middle of the map. He has had a great deal of success finding these first bloods. Not so much getting out with his life after that. But even still, I mean, Optic, they are just making the read that the bomb is going towards B and Formal. Spidey sense is tingling.
Spidey sense is tingling, but Vance got through.
They went through.
The barrel of his Krieg just obscured his view enough, and now, oh dear, Ultra, they have infiltrated the lines. Oh, Scum goes down. Envoy straight over to Bricks, manages to find a single kill. Here comes the engagement from inside.
Envoy
the big one. Envoy runs out of bullets, sadly. Formal gun down, and there it is. A blind eye allowed the Ultra members to make their way into the soft setup of Chicago, and with that, Dashy finds himself in a 1v2 again. Bomb going down. Insight and Kleenex. Cammy. Sorry, it's a 1v3. Can't count.
Oh, right.
Bruce has just rung the dinner bell. And here comes the hungry, hungry Toronto Ultra who will be gobbling him up in just a moment.
They're not
How
pushing,
many can Bruce
so they're
take
waiting
with
for
him?
him to peek out.
Kicking and screaming.
That's actually a pretty good side. If he can get
a fourth round win.
If he can get 2 on that side, he can come right back to the middle.
Shots were good shots, but not enough, baby. Ultra now sitting at map point. 5-3.
And it's just their teamwork is on point. I mean, every single gunfight here, right? Band slide across, he's the bait. I think that was the moment where Scump might have been flying out just because Envoy basically had trapped himself in over towards Brick. So the teammates trying to overcommit to help their teammate out. And then every single gunfight after that is just a bait and switch that comes through. So, I mean, Optic putting themselves in spots where they're basically forced to make a big play. And if they don't succeed at that, well, Toronto has just simply picked them apart. 1 round away now from tying the series up at 1-1, but Optic certainly down but not out. 3 rounds in a row, they are certainly capable. They certainly prefer looking towards the B side, at least off the rip. They don't shy away from any adjustments, and I mean, frankly, I don't know if anyone in this lobby has seen any action at all. And maybe with a couple stuns, Insight's going for the wraparound, and you see the call from Toronto. Now all of those arrows turning, expecting the fight to happen in B.
Yeah, this is great. Insight with a heads-up play, not to fall the same trickery that hit Formal in the last round. Eyes on Dashy. Here come the reinforcements. The Toronto kill squad making their way forward. Aids are up. Oh, Kleenex is hurt, though. A little bit of friendly fire could have made that situation rough. We do have the bomb site now being populated by Optic. Here comes the hit from behind. Kleenex drops it first. Envoy does manage to find it. The trades are there, though. Now you know the gunfight's being brought to the bomb site. Insight wins a big one on the outside. That's going to be 4 in a row for him. 2v1 now. Dashi once again, last player up. This is for the map. Dashi can't get the kill. Ultra, they will tie up the series so far, and Moscow's Search and Destroy was kind to them. Lady Luck certainly on their side in a few rounds, but wonderful work either way. And Chance, I mean, I said it after the first map was done, but we have absolutely got ourselves a series on our hands now.
In such a clean bounce back game as well from Toronto. Right, struggling to search and destroy, but they played those past few rounds just incredibly efficiently, looking like the KGB on Moscow, just trapping everybody in. Come out with your hands up, we have you surrounded. I mean, almost every single gunfight for the past 2 rounds, not a ton of 1v1s, almost always the teamwork was there, and anytime it was a one-on-one, they're basically taking gunfights that they knew they could win. Beautiful stuff coming out towards the end. Kleenex and Insight had themselves a very strong game, especially so for Kleenex. 2K damage, you always love to see it.
Always love to see it. Big fat 2K there for the Great Dane. Kleenex, as we see the bounce back complete. 1-1 in this series. And look, I mean, did I jinx it at the start? I was like, yeah, we're going to see that map 4, the way I sold the maps and modes, but pull me a profit, because there we go. It's on its way, friends. Coming out after this one, though, we are going to be going to the control. But before that's done, we're going to be taking a look at some of the magical moments from that last Search and Destroy, and Lottie's excited. I hope you are as well. Me and Chance are buzzing here. Let's have a quick look now at our US Army tactical play. Coming in from round 4, we're going to give a lot of love to the Great Dane himself. Kleenex Chance, he had a whale of a time with that 2K damage and a nice round altogether.
And this is honestly just another round. I think Formal had 4 first bloods throughout the game, which is kind of ridiculous, but I think he got traded out almost every single time outside of the round where he's doing the jump up spot. But either way, another just sort of weird situation where Kleenex just finds himself on the flank. Dashi ends up falling. And then you just get this full site control. You get the man advantage. And this is not a situation Toronto Ultra are very often going to throw away. And really, it's just clean, efficient S&D. Toronto just not making too many mistakes.
Also such a tough
Get the bomb down, and even though Insight gets picked apart, again, the teammates there on the swarm, making sure that they take care of business. Because after this moment, I mean, for Optic, where do you look? You haven't cleared out street. You got to worry about globe spot or people laying down in the window room. So many things they have to deal with. Kleenex, though, just has to win the gunfights. Wins that first one, and well, then just plays Envoy. Make sure he baits out his teammate just a little bit. But the teamwork on point, Ultra, get the job done.
Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few as the kills come through there. That was the US Army tactical playing Kleenex. Having a good time so far. Quick reactions there from Ultra. Another day in the office as they clean up that round. That is 1-1 in the series, friends. When we come back after this quick break, we're going to raid and we're playing Control here in the Call of Duty League.
Man, this series is going to be pretty good.
We've come a long way, paid our dues, measured by the scoreboard. We've taken the battlefield as brothers, as friends, as champions, as kings. We didn't come to play
so much Call of Duty mobile
we came to define it.
Call of Duty League, like I've never seen.
Not all 5G networks are created equal.
Some of them are actually low-key funny. So the lady in the dentist and stuff, she had her getting her teeth fixed.
T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.
Forever. But I like how they show COD Mobile a lot. That's cool. Eventually, I feel like, especially in the summertime and the off season, like the COD console pros, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to make content with like some mobile creators, just for Activision to keep. Because Activision's ever since Tencent stopped, you know, handling COD Mobile, and Activision is like in charge of it. It's like, I feel like they're doing a lot better, and then they've been like advertising and pushing it a lot with the competitive content. So it goes both together, so it's pretty dope. I feel like with Tencent, we were like with COD Mobile, like fans and creators, I feel like kind of limited of what like the game had. The game was like the same for almost half a year. Like literally nothing changed. Only thing that's changed is probably like skins. But in COD Mobile itself,
to all those in the military community,
until
The Call of
Activision
Duty
got into
League
it. So
wants
that's
to
why we
thank
had,
you
like,
for everything
Gunsmith
you have
and
done and
everything
continue
else
to do
added
for
to
our
it.
country.
Our movement's been a little different.
In
'cause they're
paid
trying to
partnership with
emulate,
USAA,
like, what's on
the Call of
console
Duty
to
League
the
and our
console.
teams are proud to launch the Call of Duty League Gives Back initiative, where we aim to honor the military community in support of the Call of
So
Duty
that's why I
endowment
actually,
that helps
you know,
place
kinda
veterans
happy
into high-quality
that
jobs.
Activision actually took like full control
Throughout
of
the
COD
year,
Mobile.
the League
Made it a lot
and our
better.
team affiliates look forward to activating
'Cause
programs and
COD Mobile
opening
was under
avenues for
Tencent
all
was just
fans to
like,
participate
yo,
and
what's
show
up, Valor?
support to our
What's good,
currently
bro?
serving and veteran members. We have your back. From all of us at the Call of Duty League and USAA, thank you to
Appreciate
our
you
true
joining, bro.
heroes.
I'm just
We are
streaming, watching
grateful for your
Call of Duty
service.
on console, so.
Welcome back to the final day of Major 3, brought to you by USAA.
I wonder which map
Optic taking on
control is gonna
Optic.
be at,
We're all
though.
tied up 1-1, going into the control on Raid, coming up in just a brief moment. And well, my man, Chance, this is so far a very exciting series. We've seen a little bit of everything. We saw the Optic lineup again, a massive takeaway
Which
there
map
from
are they
that
going to be in
first
for
Garrison
control, though?
Hardpoint
That's
as well.
the
Optic
thing.
stealing that
They need to
one.
add control to COD Mobile. COD Mobile
Hey,
needs to stop
what
playing.
have we got in store for us, mate? What are you
Add that
expecting
game
in the
on,
next one?
add that game mode on there. Just take
Well, I think
TDM
the
out.
biggest issue right now for Optic is, again, that Game 5 Raid Search and Destroy is not a fun
Control
place
is
to
literally
be,
TDM,
against
but it's like
Toronto. So
you're
if I'm on
capturing
the Optic
zones.
camp, I'm thinking we
So it's
got
kind of
the
like
next two
domination in TD.
respawns.
It's
If you're going
A
to
and B.
control
You guys
on
will see.
Raid, well, that is not an easy thing to do at all, because Toronto has been on fire, 7-0 in control as of late.
Yeah,
so
Optic
it is a
has been-
tall task ahead of
Optic's
Optic.
about to,
Granted,
like, you know,
Raid
have a
control
huge
is
run
a
right
map
now,
that
so.
they love to play on, have also had a ton of success. It's going to be a battle. I mean, even the hard point we have from map 4, the checkmate, it's Optic's bread and butter. They have an incredibly strong case to being the best checkmate hardpoint team in the game. That being said, last time they played against Toronto, it was only a 14-point difference in the scoreline. So these
just
next
depends
two
on
maps,
which map
it should
they're gonna be at.
incredibly close.
They're
And again, that's
in
been
one of the
for a couple
favorites.
individuals just to kick it up and
I believe the only control map that's
actually
actually pretty good is Raid.
See how we go.
Raid and Garrison, I feel like is a horrible control map.
On its way now.
Raid is a lot better simply because Raid just has so many lanes. Yeah, Raid is better. Garrison is horrible. It's just so horrible for
The
control.
hand is still hot, very dangerous. Again, they have been taking names so far.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
they've
sure,
been
bro.
all for a run
Definitely
for
hop on
money, and
Apex
I think,
Mobile.
I think I speak
100%.
for a lot of the
I think
Call of Duty
the
analysts
one
would
is
say
still
that
in, like,
this
in
one's gonna be a
Philippines, I think.
surprise if we do
It's
see
still
a big
like
win here from
for the
Optic
beta
in
and
this
stuff.
Map and mode, but let's see how we
When
go,
it hits the
friends.
US, yeah, for sure. I
All
definitely
good
want to try it
so
out.
far.
I've been
Optic
playing
looking
Apex
good.
on console right now,
Strong,
so
ultra, a little weak at the knees here
trying
and
to
there.
get a little
The lights
better on
getting
that
to them. The
first.
pressure starting to sink in. We'll find out.
I didn't even know a lot of my friends
Getting
played
the control
Apex, so
And I would say just for
I
my
hate playing
personal
Warzone.
take,
I hate
right,
Warzone
this
with a
series at
passion,
the
so
moment
that's
is
why
50-50
I actually
between
want to
who
play
wins. Whoever
Apex
gets
a
the
lot.
control, you're
Oh,
like
that's
within skyrockets like 80 or 90%. This is a incredibly important for a map swing. And Envoy right now, he's putting quite a bit of pressure over towards A, or just making his presence known. Meanwhile, the actual cap
Almost my
coming
guy, bro. He's
through
like
on
my
B.
favorite
Envoy
concept player.
and
He's so
Dashy pick up
funny,
the
too.
kills. Former wins his
Crazy,
gunfight as
crazy
well.
good.
The perfect amount of HP to have for the gunfight win, and now the success on B.
Oh yeah,
All two
Formal
ticks have
Scum
already
just
gone
cap
through.
that.
See you later. That last
Kleenex
segment
is coming
on its
through the
way.
window,
It's T2P getting the job done. Scum, nice shot.
Scum has a
for
better angle.
Kleenex.
Oh, still
He held
down.
at bay here by the Krig of Formal. Dips out just in time, but Kleenex, man, he knows how to
Formal's-
push the
Formal's by
advantage.
himself, yeah.
Lethal
think Dashy's coming
performance
down
from
the
him.
stairs.
Over towards the A zone we go, though. Going to be Dashy getting the
Yeah,
job done there. Stopping that clock
Scum.
still. Bance no longer head chef as Scum tries him up. Cammy trying to hold down the kitchen now alone as well. Scum gets him as well. Trades are finally on point there. We do have a bit of an opening towards B for a brief moment, but Optic, they're going to be sitting pretty. Second bit of segment gone now towards A. We're almost done on that side of the map chance.
Getting crazy.
Soon it'll be just B.
And I do kind of like the idea that they had, right? Like Envoy was constantly lingering over towards.
Oh, yeah,
A,
for
even
sure.
Dashy
It's
was,
definitely
like,
gonna kill
going back
Cotton
and forth
because-
between A and like middle of the map, just keeping
mobile,
the
I mean,
pressure
it's
for
we're
Toronto,
still, like,
forcing them to make the
we're
decision.
still competing
How many
with, like-
players can we send over towards B?
I think like COD Mobile in China is just way better. They have literally everything that's on like Warzone kind of in a way. So it's like we've still been stuck in like the same map, same format.
50 seconds to work.
And then they
with
take out
just to get one
Alcatraz.
tick
And the
of
reason why they
progression.
take out Alcatraz is
Frankly,
because
one
most
good
likely
team,
it's
the job will be
like just the
done.
data on the phone. Because remember, they're adding so many skins and like guns, and adding Alcatraz and keeping it there was just because that's like a whole another BR server for them. So it would have been for a phone. It's kind of hard to have that on there.
Must be pretty sweet. It's not going to be.
So I already know Apex Mobile is crazy. Now I know it's like the beta. I've seen some of it, but when like the game is officially done, I know the graphics on it's going to be even crazy.
Strange. Does win it though. Over the top he goes.
And that's going to make like phones even more expensive. I already know for a fact.
Line. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. There are 9 lives left. Now 8. Toronto.
I think people don't realize like phones are way more expensive than consoles. Like,
and they've got lives to work with. See what they do with both.
Oh, they're adding? I mean, I hope they're adding because it's like, I mean, we've been waiting for it for an ad. They've been saying that they're gonna add it every time. I mean, we finally get like C4. The C4, but it's only like in tank mode for BR, so I've never seen, unless I haven't played BR enough, but I haven't seen a C4 in regular BR besides like the tank mode.
Optic now get 2 players around the point. Keep in mind, it's about to get capped. You got to fly out of the window, try to make it happen.
And they need to add a buy station. And I feel like the only thing that like I hate playing BR is because on COD Mobile is simply because your loadout is literally like the whole side of the map. When you play Warzone, like if you guys ever played Warzone, your loadout is not that. You're not gonna have to like travel that far to go to your loadout. It would be better if they're like system made the loadouts like full right in front of you guys, or at least buy it. So hopefully they add the buying, buy station, so the COD will be a lot more like fun to watch and actually get your stuff. Because adding like weak guns, base guns, and then you're gonna go up a guy who like already got their loadout literally at the beginning of the match. It's like it's annoying.
We go. This is gonna be on defense. Ultra, heavy hit towards 8, and plenty of players there on point. You're gonna get a kill or 2.
Yeah, I know. Like
stops the streaks for 4 more there. He was on 5. All that could get mean. Envoy out and about.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to, but what they did with Warzone, they really didn't do nothing crazy. They just added like different visuals onto the buildings, so they didn't really change anything. But I did hear that, especially like the arena side, I know for sure that they were going to add that to COD Mobile, and I hope they do. I just don't understand why it takes so long, because it's only on a phone. Compared to a real game, I feel like for a game, that takes a while, like to create a whole map. Because like I said, it's a whole different server that you have to remake, but I feel like on mobile, it shouldn't even take that long.
2 or 3 kills away.
Let alone China gets all the new stuff before we do.
Hellfire from the sky. Right now, this setup from Optic again. They got pull stabs, bedroom, kitchen. They got control of everything that they want. It's going to take
that last round
time
really
to
long.
clear all of this out.
Yeah, time not what they want here, but we're going to see what they can get done. Bounce finds one at the back. Envoy. Oh, that timing is. Yep.
But man, Apex Mobile, man, that thing's gonna be crazy. And then I heard Battlefield's about to like do mobile. Because mobile gaming, I feel like, is about to go crazy. Simply because a lot of people don't know Microsoft made it like a deal.
There he goes.
Like Xbox made a deal with like Samsung. So if a lot of people don't know, if you have a Samsung phone that's like one of the top tier Samsung phones that came out either this year or last year, or the tablet, you can play like your console games on there. Literally, you can literally play, connect your Xbox account to your like tablet or phone, and literally play the game that you want to play literally on your phone. All you gotta do is just add the controller through Bluetooth, but that's it.
Kind of absurd.
So that makes it even like even crazy that graphics and the frame rate for phones itself is going to be even like crazy, and that's why I say like the price for phones and like tablets is going to go a little higher.
Opened up just a little bit, so Vance, I mean, he's worked himself over to Tiki. Toronto, they might have found the opening.
Yep, they've got an opening now. Cammy's making his way through kitchen. A kill here would be big, but he can't quite get it. Tracer on point. Kleenex can't take down both halves.
Oh my bad, bro. Let me take off some mode off.
Vance going to flat out try to take care of these players now, hitting those defensive spots.
Go back.
Scump still going, still alive and kicking. 2 in a row for him. And still the kitchen control. This is going back and forth as Ultra delicately spin these plates, trying to maintain that offensive pressure while dealing with Optic and their squirrely ways. But that's it. They're going to be able to get on the point now. Second segment about to complete. Here comes the counter-attack from Optic. It's got to be big. Progress at B. 1 left. T2P from the back line. Cammy lines him up. About to knock him down. And we should see the zone complete. There it is. Ultra bounce back. 1-1.
And I will say, they had quite a few good plays. The best play might be Envoy, or actually, no, I suppose Bance at some point during the map. But I'm cool with Scump going on the flank. I'm cool with after you spawn him out, force him to go to ringside to try to make the play. But once I realized that Dashy and Formal were over by ring 2, in my head, I went, oh, okay, well, now the important side of that bedroom is going to be completely open in Toronto. I mean, they basically just started bullying out through the right side and even through the middle towards the end. So maybe a little bit over-aggressive for Optic, or maybe they're just feeling themselves very confident. You can imagine certainly that might be the case when everyone across the board positive in the KD. But, I mean, it's control. The rules are here. KD doesn't make the difference. It is all about the objective. How many ticks can you get? And obviously tied up in that factor is both teams won their offense.
When their offense is the kills now good for
All
Ultra
right,
on
get
the
off the
defense.
shit you get now.
Normal. Sat down and about. Lovely bit of a handoff there from Kleenex to Bance. Now we see Bance oscillate from one side of the map to the other, straight into the kill feed. Ultra are all over the map right now. They are playing this wonderfully. Good comms. I'd love to have a listen, and I can't ask for it like that, but you know they are flowing right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't put the comms while they were playing.
Information about 6 kills in a row for him. One more, he's going to net himself the cruise missile. More naughty things to throw at Optic as they try to hit these points.
And this is just roaming the middle of the map. Formal, though, able to pick up 2, but even if he finds 2, the teamwork's still there. And keep in mind, any opening you might have to either point right now, Bance can just call in the artillery of the crews whenever he wants. So Optic, they have a lot of things that they are currently having to deal with.
Whoever wins this one's going to have a lot of pressure to win the next one.
Trying to create some
Simply
sort
because
of
if they
pressure,
don't,
but those purple arrows, they are swarming on him. Able to find his next kills,
they have
but the
to.
trades
Yeah.
ever present. Toronto again, the teamwork always on
Toronto's
point.
like
Now Optic
taking
forced to
over
go
this
over
right
towards
now.
A. If
Got
I'm
more
Bance,
lives.
I'm calling it in.
Yep, you may as well call it in. So at the same time, 3
No,
members of
I wouldn't
Optic
call
now
it
on A.
against probably like 10.
Bance from that top laundry position
Optic has
manages
10.
to get 1. Could be seeing those streaks
Insight
come
is
through.
like
Dash
has
is still
full
lining them up.
control
Second bit of progress at A.
in mid, and they can't go
be
through
saving
there.
those streaks because again, very expensive, luxurious commodity to have here. With less than 20 seconds on the clock, we're going to see an additional minute added there as the A zone is captured. All of it now falls down to B on defense. Ultra, turtle up, take care of that spot. Optic, they've got to take care of Ultra 20 times. 19 now, the lives remaining. Or capture that B zone. See what they go for first. Kitchen push now for Optic. Here they come. Kills are there. Insight holding the back line down. Formal's going to get it. There's a couple more players to deal with, and it's Kleenex making it rain from the money window. Dashy increases those accounts. See how long they can hold this position for. They still have to take care of Cammy over by bedroom.
And
Oh, word? Really? I didn't even know, bro. I didn't know. Do you like have any? Do you ever show like your You ever record yourself when you play? Should have made Apex content while you were like waiting for mobile, bro.
Gunfights now not going Optic's way. 10 lives for them. It's like +4.
Like Apex, I know Apex is like I watched some of the tournaments. This is like this this esports center like in Vegas where they have a lot of like Apex tournaments there, man. Yeah, it's I've seen it. It's crazy. Do you play on PC or console?
That landed just next to him, but he's got one eyebrow.
Because I know in PC, like I know the framework. I know it's like the game is a lot smoother.
Here comes the push. Final 10 seconds. Dash is going to try to get his way forward into the guns of Ultra. He goes. He takes Kleenex.
I know the guns for Apex are crazy too, so I already know.
But here we go.
You're probably crazy with all of them.
Managing to be the last player left here, sliding out the window. Bance on the defense. Ultra hold it.
Damn, Ultra.
Take the lead here in control. One more round for the map.
Took a shit on them in both.
Shout out to Bance again, just the benefit of having the streak in the back pocket. I was thinking calling it a ring because for some reason I thought he had the cruise, but Van's certainly a smarter player than I. Reason the man is a champion, and the artillery
really enjoy the Krieg.
pays off for the kills towards the end. It is always nice to have
XM4 was smooth though.
Nice little turnaround
Simply
again
with
from
the red
Toronto.
dot.
I mean, they were getting
If you guys
massively
ever played
slayed
Cold
out,
War.
even in the second round that they found the win. Now they're starting to heat up just a little bit. The kills starting to go their way, and they have the lead. And again, it cannot be understated how important this map is for either team to get this win on control. Toronto looking to close it out here on offense.
So have you been playing like you still does? All right. So when the beta's at a different country, right?
One deals with Bance.
Does
Seeing a slow bit of progress here.
do they just have it? Do they have like a time limit on it, or they just still keep having it while like all the other countries don't have it? Because I know like in the beginning, I know it was India. So like does India still have the beta available for them, or they like their time limit of it is kind of gone?
Get all ethereal on us. The man is looking wild right now. Look at the awareness. He is all over the place. Second progress at 8.
Because I thought it was like that for COD Mobile. Because I heard COD Mobile came out for China first, and then like before it came to US, And that's why like all their stuff comes in before us.
Scump with the big gunfight win though, and keep in mind.
Even though I heard like our North American COD mobile teams be like
constantly over
kind of killing everybody.
Basically, have a top half and bottom half of the map.
Oh,
right
we're
now.
happily for sure. So everyone's gonna be like looking for the best content. You already gonna like you're already playing like a pro already.
Going to get traded.
What's going on, Troy?
I was gonna
What's
say,
up, bro?
basically in a bit of a pinch as well. Envoy 26 kills to his
I'm already
name.
gonna
There's
watch,
another
bro.
big
You
win
already
that
know when
cleared
Apex
out
mode.
their
I'm already
base
watching your content for
successfully.
sure.
But admittedly for Toronto, again, 2 minutes to work with. It's come the last man standing for them.
How's it doing, Troy, man? I haven't talked to you in a while, bro.
A nice kill.
It's been kind of busy a lot.
Hello, Vance. Slips on through. Able to get on the point now. Slow contest. It's all on Cammy. Envoy cleans him up. Now, clock keeps flowing. Still lots of time. 1:45. Ultra now, slow and steady. Vance just trying to purchase this.
Oh, they know
room.
Vance is in
Phoenix
there.
is here to help out. Scum, though. Oh, man, he is.
They're gonna go through the window though, so
well
they're gonna
today.
need
Envoy
Vance
may be the one
one
with
more
the kills
time.
at 27 and 23, but the team's looking fine. Scum on the angle once again. Vance.
Never mind.
Patience finally pays off. Now down to Formal.
Formal, no!
Cammy's going to get it done there as he brings that Krieg close and personal. This may be it for Ultra to get on the point, stop the clock, start to get those reinforcements.
Oh, really?
Forced to back on up.
I haven't played
So, yeah,
BR in a while. I heard they just brought back. They brought back
Toronto, I was gonna say they're gonna have to worry about the flank pull.
They brought
sets.
back
Just gonna do
Alcatraz,
the
like,
timing
yesterday,
perfect
so I
on the
think I'm gonna
retake
start
for this
playing
site,
it.
so a little
But
bit of
yeah,
pressure, but not even for
I've
the
been
take.
playing, but I
Optic
just
defense,
haven't been playing
a little
a
bit too
lot like
strong
I
right
used to.
now. Still
So
plenty
sometimes
of
when I post
time
my
on the
content,
clock,
it's like
but
stuff that I
see
already
better
like.
control.
I'm already hit
Just got
legendary
the double
multiplayer,
stack,
so it's
even
like
have players roaming around
I just
kitchen.
record videos so I can just have it for during the week because playing COD Mobile every day it gets really boring fast because it's like not that much of a change during the seasons. So that's what only been sucking about COD Mobile. Like if you first time ever playing COD Mobile, of course you're gonna play like every day.
So good. Just when
But
you
like
think
if
Ultra have got themselves
you're
a win,
playing
they
it
dive
like
on in.
every day,
Someone
especially
from
when you try to
Optic
make
stops. As
content
soon
for
as
it,
you see those plays
it gets
go through,
boring
there is
really
always a
fast.
rebuttal. Optic,
Really
brilliant
fast.
job here on defense. They have been defending this what feels like a lifetime. Phoenix into kitchen.
But I do like, you know what I mean, sometimes I actually like, at halftime, I won't play any legendary, but I'll literally like shoot bots at like Nuketown. So if you ever see me online, I'm usually just at Nuketown shooting bots for like 20-30 minutes just to make sure I still have like the same muscle memory when like the new season starts and like I have to make new content. So that's the only way literally how I still keep up with like still being busy and still trying to be good at the game. I do the same thing with console too, so like in the morning before I have a personal job, so before I go to work, I literally like I'll shoot bots for like 30 minutes. The 30 minutes I have time before I head out and go to work.
Oh boy. Final round.
Yeah. 1 hour. I mean, honestly, I feel like playing 1 hour, 2 hours a day is like it's fun. You don't gotta play 5 to 6 unless you're competitive. But like brand new games, like like I said, a brand new game, something like that, yeah, for sure. That grind in the beginning is gonna be crazy. Like I already know, like when Valor was just saying, like he was playing COD Mobile, I already know his hours is crazy right now. He's putting work, so when it comes in for content, it's gonna be so easy for him. Because he's probably gonna have like so many crazy gameplays and like his first 10 games, he wouldn't even have to like play as much. When you get good at a game and making content is just easier, it's a lot stress. It's a lot less stressful.
Cammy, last man standing around the actual point. Cammy goes big just to keep the opening there. Of course, all of this, Optic again, you know.
I didn't even know that we can jump on top of ring in COD Mobile. Because I never seen anyone do that until I seen someone do it one time. And I was like, if I knew that, I would be up there all the time. Because I know you can do it on console. I just never knew you can do it on COD Mobile and Raid.
He's got Grace, he's all over the place, and with that kill, man, he saw
Cammy's
Scump, he's like, I can't win it,
all
so I'm
over
not
the
going to
place.
take
And they're
it.
about to
I'm going to
cap,
dip onto the point, and I'm going to help my boys
cap
cap.
A.
3 players on Ultra now, get it done. A's gone, over 2 minutes to play with. And A's
No, so some like to avoid to like not if you're not playing a lot, especially COD Mobile, if you're not playing a lot, and you still want to like, you know what I mean, make sure you don't lose it when you come back. Shoot bots, I'm telling you, it works. Shoot bots for like a little bit. If you have like at least 30 minutes to an hour of free time, shoot bots, and then after that, play some pubs. Don't play some ranked until like you feel like you're gonna start making content, but just play pubs, just to make sure, you know what I mean, because in pubs you're always gonna get some type of sweaty people.
I was thinking about the spawn kills as well. Keep in mind, they have a ton of pressure. Cammy can
So
come
it's
off
like-
spawn and just start calling in these streaks. Because keep in mind, for Optic, everyone that was
So that's
spawning
like the
out
easiest
towards
way to make
Laundry,
sure you're still
they're
on
going to
point.
be very
Appreciate it,
open
Valor.
in the air.
Appreciate it, bro.
Maybe just a double kill.
Damn, double?
It's playing
Sheesh.
the angles. That's going to be 3. And again, when they spawn out, they're spawning out in open air. And Cammy raining down hell from the sky.
Here it comes. It's a clearance.
All right,
day,
bro.
Los
Catch you,
Angeles,
Troy.
and It's a beautiful day for some flying. Nice shot. Just about gets dashies. He almost escaped through pillars, but here comes Cammy once again. A crossfire from a long way. Bants on the tight corner. That's going to be that
stop it,
B zone captured in the final round. Toronto Ultra spring to
Damn.
life, and that's the team you expected to see. That was your major 2 champions right there on the map. But boy, what a closely contested control it was. That
I know
final
for
round
Search, I knew for Optic it
separated
would have been a
them
little
indeed,
tough, but
oof,
I didn't
take
think they
the
would
lead
lose
in the
control.
series,
But
mate.
Ultra is
This
tough.
is one
Ultra is
hell
like
of a series
tough.
so far. Another
They're the only
hard
ones
fight
that
out
beat
next.
FaZe, and then like the
Ultra
last
just
game they
looking a
played
little
against
too
FaZe, I
strong
mean,
there. Optic's
they almost
defense
won that
couldn't
one.
hold forever. It's 2-1 in the series.
FaZe is nasty.
And Killer
But they
Cammy,
lost to New York
for
yesterday,
MVP,
so
obviously for the series, or at least for that map, right? Like, goes crazy. Goes on the 5-speed towards the end. That was almost the perfect opening break from Optic. Like, if you're thinking it like a search round, Cammy was the last one up. All of his teammates died. No one wins a gunfight, picks up a massive 3-piece, turns that into score streaks, and the score streaks, well, you make the big plays towards the end.
Damn,
And Vance
Optic
with
need to
a
win the next
nice little
map,
credit
or,
spot
like-
over towards basketball as well to find the double kill, but just an incredible job.
I think the next one is
towards
Search,
the
though.
end. You gotta think as well, Optic again.
They
had a
kinda
run on
got,
defense
like,
where they
shitted
had
on
full
Search
control of the map, but
on that last
sort of
map.
played with their food a little bit too much and get punished for it. Kleenex, an
I mean, Envoy went
ever-present
off.
threat on the map, 5,800 damage.
Form was so
Envoy
good with
had a
numbers.
crazy one as well, but the
Same
biggest
thing with
play of
Scum.
them all, Cammy again towards the end. 32 kills to his name. Pretty much most of the good ones came in that final round.
And Envoy had 23 defensive kills. He almost got 7,000 damage. My gosh, what a series this is,
This dude
friends.
was on the hill.
Not done just yet. We'll be right
Man,
back.
they need to
Let's
add
go through a
control. If
very
they add
quick
control to
match.
COD Mobile,
Upon our return, it's
I
gonna be more
think
Call of Duty.
ranked
Go to
would
map
be
number
like
4. We're
really
into
fun.
another
So that would be the
Hardpoint.
only way it would
You
make
do
me
not
like
wanna miss this one,
grind
friends.
on
The
COD
exciting
Mobile like
conclusion of
that.
this series
With,
just
like, if they add
around the
control. If
corner.
they add control to that,
Optic,
oh,
Ultra,
man.
Loser goes home. We'll be right
Control
back
would be
after
dope.
this.
Not all 5G networks are created equal.
I know, bro. We definitely need more. 100%. 100%. We do. You know what's so crazy that it was so surprising was that I didn't know Enrique was. I thought Enrique was like Hispanic, but then I found out he was Jamaican. I was like, what? That was dope because he's never talked during his content, so I didn't know he was Jamaican. Because usually when his content, I think there's like just ad libs of like funny stuff. But for sure, we definitely need one. I follow another. Subscribe to it's Drew. Drew, I watch some of his videos.
Brian.
But that's pretty much that I know of. That like it's just you, it's Valor, Tigan, and it's Drew. But see, yeah, this kind of a commercial is hilarious. I've never seen this commercial before. A teabag commercial called Mobile. I've never seen that. They don't even put it on like TV, so it's funny when it's on CDL. But yeah, we definitely need more. Kyle Official too. I think he's friends with close friends. He's Jamaican too. He's close friends with Enrique. And I didn't even know he was. I guess they were like, I know Enrique said he was like he had anxiety and he was nervous to show his face on stream, so. And that's understandable. Not a lot of people are comfortable in front of camera, especially like live streaming. I had a battle with that too. It's like, especially on Facebook. Before I even focused on my YouTube, I was on Facebook a lot. So, and like I knew a lot of people. So it felt, I was like, my anxiety went up high when like I knew people that I haven't talked to in a while, like just people in general that I know that are watching me on camera. But now I kind of just zone out. I just like whatever. But before, yeah, for sure. I'm not surprised like a lot of people didn't want to show their face on camera and stuff. So Enrique didn't show his face on camera for like a whole year. Mobile gaming is getting crazy. It's
Welcome
gonna get
back,
even
friends, to the
crazier.
Call of Duty League, still going in this elimination
Like
match.
graphics
It's
itself,
Optic
I'm pretty
taking
sure they're
on
gonna start
Toronto
making like
Ultra,
tablets
and
simply
we
only
are
for
playing
gaming
some
too. Like
serious
they're gonna
cash
start
in
making
this
like
competition.
equipment and like
Plays
type of technology just simply for gaming. Nothing that has to do with like service and stuff, like service providers. So that's how I know like
a lot of money. 200K goes away.
mobile game is gonna be ridiculous.
Of course, that $500,000 price.
The fact that you can play a game at any time you want without having to sit at home is what's gonna be like the future. That's why I just think it's funny when people like try to like talk smack on mobile games and stuff. I'm like, all right, you say that now, but I promise you in like 5 to 10 years you're gonna be playing the game with us. So I see so many people that used to talk smack about COD Mobile, like, oh, it's easy. Mind you, they used to play pubs. They didn't really play ranked matches like that. And it's like it's easy, blah blah blah, and then they see like the popularity of it, and now they play it now. So it's always like a, you know, what's the hitch, what's the new thing for everyone to jump on. So mobile gaming, right? It's here and there. You have a lot of fans, and then you just have a lot of people who doesn't think it's like difficult and stuff. And it's funny. And that's why I think it's just funny when people try to do that, because I'm like, I play both console and mobile, and I know for a fact I feel like mobile is a lot difficult than console. 100%. 100%. Mobile gaming is definitely more difficult than console.
Loves to play on it as well. This is where they are going to be comfortable.
Oh, word, you on me? Oh,
Reapers in the airport.
Yeah, I know he's from
I think it was mentioned earlier.
my father's from Alabama, so I know I seen that he was from Alabama, so I was like, oh, that was dope. He's like near the same area where my father grew up at. So
up on this map, Optic only won by 14 points. You know it is going to be a battle.
and he's a smart dude, smart dude.
This is going to be a battle indeed. Well, Toronto, one more map. They've got themselves a rematch. Second date with Atlanta FaZe. Playing for
it's Hardpoint and Checkmate?
Finals, and it's
Man.
wonderful to think that in order for them to go back to back, they've got to beat they've got to beat Atlanta, and then they have to take on the newcomers, New York.
Checkmate is
Atlanta
if
FaZe,
you're not coming out like
can
super
find that
aggressive,
redemption, sit and
you
wait
can
in the
pop off
ringside
later,
and
but
watch
it's
in,
like
boys. See you later.
at
Toronto
Checkmate
now.
you really have to pre-aim
Find that
each
progress
corner,
on wing.
every
Optic
corner.
in the early time. Kleenex, that contest will be dealt with.
I play on
swiftly
league play,
by
yo.
Scum.
It sometimes it takes me a little while.
Spawns for the next hard point. That's top right-hand side of the map. Manage the planes.
Scum's by himself
Manage the
though,
spawns.
behind to his left.
Ultra may not have the time, but they've got the map control for now.
I don't think he knows he's behind him.
Map control for now, but this is a ton of time they might potentially be giving away, right? You got a couple players, ARs just sort of posted up in the back. You want to at least contest it.
Surprised Dash didn't bring out
if you
the bar
try,
again.
Scum, nice little corner he's playing in. Nice
Hey, let's
gunfight
go.
wins in help from the team.
So
The
one thing about
coordination
Hardpoint, man,
on
Scump
point,
is a
Toronto
god at
spawning
Hardpoint.
out.
Like I don't care what no one
Perfect opening
says.
break
Like,
for Optic Chicago.
and he plays he'll play any role too. That's the crazy thing about it.
And I mean, for Toronto, what do you even do? Do you fight for those final?
And he'll
10
play
seconds? Do you
OBJ
chop it
and
up?
still
Well,
Fry at the
they're
same
trying to do
time.
both. They fought Dash inside the plane. They got cut down. I mean, this is one of the best P1 hills you could possibly have from starting on that side.
I mean, if 60 is the absolute perfect, then what do you know? Band gets put down as well. Still, Troll going the way of Optic. I mean, this has been a wild start so far. Ultra spread across the map now, trying to find their way in towards
Damn,
that
Formal.
first second, I suppose. Ooh, Dashy finding another one. We've got one more decent chance to hit the
Oh
hard
yeah,
counter
facts.
Ultra.
That'd be
There's
smart.
gonna
That'd be really
contested
smart
kills
if you do
eventually
that.
come through, but the
Because
trade
when
is there. Still no
oh man,
seconds.
Warzone Mobile,
Ultra.
that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I was like, I
Kills.
think it's
Cammy.
funny when
Will you
people's
be the
like
one to break the seal?
that talk
No,
smack
the
about
main
mobile gaming. I was like,
control
all
is
right,
dead as
so when
well.
Warzone Mobile come out,
They can't even get
and I
that
see that
as well.
download
The kills keep
on your
coming
damn
in,
phone, bro.
baby. Optic
All
in
that
the
smack
kill
you were
after
talking about it.
kill.
Because Warzone Mobile is gonna what's gonna really change like mobile gaming. It's like because it's gonna be crazy.
Literal perfection on how they've handled everything. Maybe you want to.
I know, obviously, like Warzone or
but they're gonna go
nothing like crazy. I know Apex is actually on it, but on Nintendo DS, the Switch, I know Apex is itself, but I believe people on Nintendo Switch, I think they play against people who's actually on console as well. So I don't know how they're gonna do with that Warzone. If they're gonna implement that, like people who's on Warzone mobile gonna be playing with people on Warzone. But I already know Apex Mobile. I know they're probably gonna have a competitive scene too. So I don't know if you still have time for like, if you'll ever have time for that. If you ever try to play competitively for Apex Mobile. Because that I know, like trying to be pro and be a content creator, I know that's kind of tough for a lot of people.
Kills working out real good though. Not an easy hard point to get a lot of time on here.
Because I already know for a fact, Apex Mobile is definitely gonna have an esports like scene, 100%. And that's where I feel like that's where mobile games gonna get even crazier.
Battling for that long A streak, we call it, where the A bomb is, and good old A zone for control.
They'll definitely will. But I feel like their scene, the Apex mobile scene, is going to be a little more mature than the COD mobile scene. Because the COD mobile scene sometimes I feel like it's a little immature. Well, I feel like Apex is going to be like it's going to be a lot serious.
On the right, hit you. It was Scump, it was Scump. That's that time.
Right time.
Scump on the right. Right wing.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Pushed right.
Form of left.
Nice.
Nah, I think we're good. No trophy.
I
don't see Scump, I don't see Scump.
Could be top lane.
Some good gunfights right now.
I can blast you on Toby.
Yep.
One's their side. He's close midpoint, Toby.
Nade
over. Tube form. Listen, Scump is top laner on the right. Careful.
One shot time. No trophy.
Damn, how the hell did Envoy win that gunfight?
Top lane, Scump. Top lane, just get top lane.
Yeah, I don't. It's like Scump and Envoy. The way they win like close gunfights is like kind of ridiculous. Simp too, like Simp and Avizi, like when they play Atlanta FaZe play, they win crazy close range gunfights. Like, he's not gonna win that gunfight.
Thumbs down, dead. Nice. Push down the right. Backstairs. Nice. Can I watch my kill? Yeah.
And so I seen like on Twitter, some people were like they didn't want third person view on Apex Mobile. I'm like, man, how the hell could you play first person mode on a phone, like on a like a BR system game? You know how hard that is? Like you just have to like you're staring at the screen for a while. A BR mode game, it's like 25-30 minutes compared to multiplayer. It's way better to have a third person.
One's close right. I'm absolute. I can't help yet. So I got flash.
I can help you.
Ben, you might wrap left if you want.
I got double nade.
I don't have a trophy for you, sorry. Top plane,
This
and on
fast,
the right
but
wing,
yeah,
on the right
it
wing.
does.
Top plane again. I hit me
again.
Front, right.
But Optic is trying to. When it comes to respawns and Hardpoint, Optic is like.
One shot front, formal.
If they had a series of just straight Hardpoint, straight like
Emergency.
just straight rounds of Hardpoint, I feel like Optic would win every map. Cause like when I really got into like COD esports, it was like most of last year, simply because of COVID, honestly. With MW, when I used to watch their scrims, like on scrims and MW for Optic, I mean, they were Chicago Huntsmen at the time. It was ridiculous. And that's when it was 5v5. Now it's 4v4, so I feel like 4v4 is a lot easier. Simply because, I mean, if you kill two people, you know you only have like 2 guys left. It's a lot easier. Compared to 5, it's just so chaotic.
You go back to that refresh, reset, formal.
I don't even know how the hell they play COD with 5 people.
They get chopped down. This is the opportunity for Toronto to start to turn things around. You can play for those spawns for P2. You can get all of this scrap time. Checkmate is a very streaky map. Toronto by no means out of this yet, but obviously still a long way to go.
A long way to go. Scum though. And himself in the mix. Dashy with a nice 2-piece there in the
Well,
kill feed.
man.
Hardpoint back in the hands of Optic. For the next 10 seconds, map control theirs as well. Got to deal with Bance though. He's in behind you, trying to find those plays. So the 3 members of Toronto Ultra searing their way forward.
Yo,
Bance
who's
finds one.
is back there? Oh, okay.
Scum's on the hunt. Oh,
Yeah,
there
it's
we
just
go.
still back
This is
there,
a
that's why.
gunfight. Straight out 1v1 for the backside of the map. Spawns are good for Ultra. Oh, sorry, for Optic, excuse me. The push now still through the front.
He went
Scum's
around,
dancing with Bance right here. I mean, this is the do-si-do that is still on the go.
Right there.
Scum, are you in the lead or not? Who's leading the fight?
Thank
There we go.
you.
Finally gets
Thank
it done.
you.
Frontline battle raging though, and that's gone the way of Ultra. They've managed to win this one. It's on Dashy, backed up. Nice nades from both
nade.
Formal and he. Next, what do you got? Nothing, my
Thank
friend.
you.
That's a nice hold from Optic, and finally,
Formal's in there.
what a long.
Yo, the way like Optic like broke that right there was like beautiful.
And I will say, I actually kind of like that play from Scump, not going for like an instant challenge on Bance, because I think he knew if he died in that
I just
moment,
wish
and
that
just
COD
somehow
Mobile
got
had
2P,
250 on
he'd end up spawning out, and
Hardpoint,
things
but
might
like I
have
said,
gotten
I know it's a phone,
really bad, really
so I
fast.
know.
So, I think
I
that
feel
is
like on a phone,
efficient
it's just
work coming in from
it would
the
make
King, and
game modes
you
like
turn
matches
this
way
score,
longer
you
than what
certainly
should be.
stop any potential
It was 250?
no runs for Toronto.
Oh man,
Just
Hardpoint had a
keeping that
250
foot
point
on the
mark
gas,
instead of
another
150.
clearance. It is going to be a 100-point lead going into
I would definitely have a
P3
whole bunch of
in the
40-point
Gulf
games.
What, on one of the next 2 hills.
Simply is
just
how
fight
much
for
time the
scrap,
game mode would
flood
be.
it the old time.
But 150 is kind of
Because you
hard.
just get any
If you
couple
get like
seconds,
40 or
you're gonna
30
be
on
good to go for this
on a
game.
150
And if
game
Dash
mode,
is shooting like this,
like
might
you
keep
guys
that gun
either
warm from
like you
outside.
guys are frying them too much. Like I don't even think the game mode would last that long unless you guys like they made like a huge comeback to that point where like you know your kills are over like 30 or 25.
Points for the win now.
I feel like the cap. I feel like 20 kills on a Hardpoint on COD Mobile 150 is pretty like that's pretty good. Anything higher than that, I feel like I said, that would be like a long back and forth type of game.
There to get it done. You've still got Optic battling for the point now on time. Dashy, the absolute
himself,
hero
though.
for the squad. He's gone big.
Oh, that nade got him.
finally stopped it, but Optic, it's 5 seconds for the win. Teamwork has started to flow. You've got to contest now. But once again, Scum back on the point.
Alright, but they have to win this next.
Got ourselves
But they have to play Search again, so
5.
we have to see how good Optic is going to play on this Search
my
mode.
God. We're going the distance.
I knew this, like I said, I knew this series was going to be like
again with a massive
crazy.
victory and a hard point against our stage 2 champs.
And we're going the distance. They're going for speed. That was one of the faster checkmates you're going to see, right? I mean, Optic completely just handled it.
Yeah, no, Cammy
Put
popped
off
off.
the gas, had one of the best possible.
At first, I thought he
starts
did get
you were
dashy.
ever going to see on
If he
this
had
map.
got dashy and
Actually,
Envoy
now
right
that
there,
I
that'd
think
be
about it,
tough.
I think the other
Full
best start
team
we've seen
wipe.
on this map was also from Optic. I think it was in the series against Minnesota, way back towards the start of the year. But either way, ridiculous stuff. Put him in the blender and made sure to.
Now, I give so much respect to COD pros, like console pros. It's like
gunfights the whole way through. Formal was popping off at the start. Dashy was popping off towards the end, and
console, like
Scum was basically
console's
popping
tough.
off the entire time. So
like competitively,
took care
it's
of
tough.
business in the hard points.
Because you can have a good day, you can have a bad day.
Can't get too excited yet.
And it's honestly
Search
based
and
on like how you
destroy.
feeling that
Still
day.
gonna be a
You can
tough
practice as much
task
as you want on
ahead
console, but
against
like
Toronto, but at the same
if your
time,
reflexes and your like decision making is not on point that day,
Optic has been game planning for it.
Yeah,
you're gonna lose.
They've been putting in the work.
Damn, they took a
What
shit.
a turnaround this is. Now taking Ultra to game 5. A team who just, they couldn't even buy a win, man. I mean, they were notorious for choking throughout the stage. It became a joke at one point, like the rabid disappointment from the players.
ARs
the
are always
fans,
gonna
you
have
name
better
it,
like
all over
KDs
social
than
media. And
SMG
now,
players anyway,
an opportunity
regardless.
to try to turn that around.
Even though
take
like
down the reigning
AK-47
champs,
you with Cold
go
War
up
is
against Atlanta FaZe,
like a
try luck
mini
against
AR,
them
it's like a
later on
flex
today.
gun.
But that is a massive win going into game 5. Momentum swings. Now the test for Ultra. Mental game, the resolve. We saw the frustration on Cammy's face going into that one. If they can bounce back, now's the time to do it. Test that mental game. I think as far as they've gone so far, they were the clear favorites coming into this tournament, and right now, things are looking a little bit dangerous. Right, let's go for a quick commercial break. Game 5 coming up after this.
It's a Search,
Optic,
though.
Ultra, winner
Search gives me,
advances,
like,
loser
gives me
dips
nervous
out.
vibes.
We'll be back after this break.
But I feel like eventually mobile, like, you know, when mobile gaming gets like, you know, even gets bigger and bigger, it's gonna be as big as this, like this. Like, I feel like the kids are gonna have like cameras in front of them and stuff. Like, I think it's gonna get really like big. But like I said, it's just the future. Everyone thinks like, oh, they wouldn't spend that much on mobile gaming. Yes,
Not
you will.
all 5G networks
If a lot of like,
created equal.
once again, like look at these, like, you know, these phone providers. If these phone providers, T-Mobile just joined Call of Duty League, so if these phone providers like back up with like mobile gaming itself, because in a way you're like, they want to sell their product, and then like Samsung or Apple like want to push that in as well, they will put money in for mobile gaming esports, because you're simply like, you know, you're selling the product. Like before they switched to PC this year on Cold War, like for Call of Duty competitively console league, but even though they use controllers. Before last year, MW, you would see a lot of PlayStation, Sony stuff, commercials on there. That's a prime example for like, you know, like Samsung or Apple wanted to get involved in like mobile esports gaming. If Apple does it, oh, that's when you know like mobile gaming is at its peak. Like even if Samsung, either or, but simply just because Apple is like, you know, it's at the top right now. But if Apple like decided like, hey, yeah, let's invest in COD Mobile or something like that in the esports, oh my god. It'd be ridiculous. You wouldn't even have to have any other investors. You just have Apple just carry all of it, carry all the funds, and it'd be ridiculous. And a lot of people don't know, when like console has an update, that's when COD Mobile has an update. Ever since Activision took over, it's been like that. Like April 20th is like when the new season starts, I believe, for COD Mobile, I believe so. I think console has their update. Has a new season also, and any update. So that's why if people want to know when's like the next update, it's always when console does it.
Really starting to run that score up.
Make them look like they're in a rap video.
Chicago are a force to be reckoned with. boy, oh boy. What a slaughter that was off Cammy on a bit of a tear now.
I didn't even know Toronto, Canada itself even had like a Call of Duty mobile. I mean, a Call of Duty itself, like a competitive team, professional team. Until like last year.
Just taken the major. They truly are ultra.
I know in California, like where I'm at,
Game 5,
like not just esports in general is big out here.
This storied run
Like I'm actually about to go to like a gaming lounge later today with my girlfriend later today.
One of Ultra's finest maps in the raid, search and destroy on Game 5 coming your way right now. Quick, got our stats going into this one. I mean, this is the Game 5 this season so far, and chance. I mean, Ultra. Let's just say they've got a little bit more practice.
I want, of course, I want Optic to win because I'm a fan, but.
I mean, if they lose, practice, and again, I mean that is the overall
you know what I mean?
thing.
It's not like the end of the world because I mean they really did a huge run because they were playing like dog water
on this map. I mean, I think the first loss Atlanta had this year in search and destroy, and keep in mind through stage 1 they looked untouchable. It was Toronto beating them on raid and like took it to them and bullied them out. Like Toronto. I mean, again, you can make an incredibly strong argument for being the best raid search and destroy team in the game. My fear coming into the series, as soon as I saw the map set for Optic, was if you lose, not necessarily a respawn, but if you don't take care of it in 4, it's going to be a tough spot for them to be able to pull out this Game 5. But at the same time, they've been cleaning the search and destroys outside of the Moscow. They've been clutching the round 11.
But they lost that last Moscow, though. That's the only problem.
Certainly they could do it, but it is going to take a lot to make it happen.
The 6-3 Moscow search and destroy, if that was any indicator to where we go now in this Game 5, you have to be favoring Ultra. However, that hot hand, current state of play, drive, sheer determination from Optic, that is the wind in their sails. Raid is their map. We've got to try to find that win here. For Ultra, again, it's the favorites. They're the major champions. They won the last one. They beat the mighty FaZe. Surely, same level of composure and exquisite skill got them the victory there, should be present, flowing through those players right now, but we will see. Game 5 coming up right now. This is it. Do or die for both squads. The winner will face Atlanta FaZe in that lower bracket final. Loser will go home.
Oh yeah,
they actually will go home. I know we're all at home because of COVID, but both these teams are in their facilities. I'm not just saying that. They're actually going to have to go home. They're going to have to put their shoes on, maybe get in a car, and actually go home to their own beds. I'm just saying it. Because normally we say it, and it's not always the truth, but I'm actually saying it.
Hopefully
here we go, boys and girls. Game 5. Let's get it.
And one thing I'm going to be looking out for this entire game is almost like the Formal versus Insight battle. Again, Formal did have 4 first bloods on the Moscow. He was certainly piecing, but the teamwork faltered a little bit after that. A theme for Optic on defense. Occasionally they get bullied out on the B side of the map.
Tough, man. If you make
that's where the bomb
any bad decision, I mean, it just...
Envoy, though, they're looking for food.
Ooh, hungry.
If you make a bad decision, it costs you like team like a whole round. And
hunter-gatherers searching out and about. As they managed to get full bomb site control for Ultra now, going to be plotting that bomb.
Who they be playing? They playing Subliners.
Envoy on the flank. There he is. Howdy doody. He finds the first.
Oh, but Raid is their map, honestly. Even though they lost control here, but it's like search and destroy for them. Optic is tough.
There's a big
this
old red mark across the cheeks of Ultra.
Love this map.
The pinch comes through. Dashy's going to get the defuse, and that first round is going to be that for Optic.
Raid is such a great map, man. It's such a great map for a search, Hardpoint,
is defending this B site. It's the retakes that they've
and
had
Dom.
not
I mean,
successful.
on COD Mobile, is still I think it's the best map
they get the job
that
done
they have
in
in the game.
Incredibly efficient fashion. I mean, that is a very positive sign. Optic can breathe a small sigh of relief, but again, Envoy on the flank makes the play, and everyone else posted up. Easy gunfights for Dashy to win, and even see Envoy just poking in towards the end. If he needed to be the cleanup crew, he would have delivered. Wonderful first round, and you see the percentage, 94%. They will have trophies very quickly at the start of this round. Toronto, quite a bit farther away. Maybe not the most massive thing, but certainly there's a couple, nade spots you can get off the rip. Try to look for somewhat of an opening, or sit in the back and just play for picks. Optic spreading the map.
Yeah, typical Toronto, mid-map control. See that 2-man push. Dashy with that bomb in hand again. We see Optic shuffle up who carries that bomb in different situations, just to mix up Ultra in their expectations. Trophies already coming into play.
Why are they showing that right now?
Phoenix was tagged up. Finally, the trade comes through. Vance getting involved as well, and it's a nice bit of work now. We are going to see Ultra with a man advantage. 3v2. Dashi and Scum. Still over towards that B-bomb site. Bance has eyes on. I think he may have seen both those players cross, but Dashi.
Oh, let's go.
Nerves
Turn me
of
up.
steel as he creeps round. Wide peaks finds the kill.
Damn, that
3
was
in a
such a
row for
good
him.
peek.
Now it's a good old
And then, I mean,
2v2. Cammy's going to check this corner.
But Dashi's right
Dashi's
there.
on the
Dashi's
corner.
right there, and Scump is I mean, Scump can get top laundry.
Making his way forward as well. Dashi. And he find both these players.
Then you get one, and then you get another one. Let's go.
Kills
Turn me
go
up.
his way. A massive round out of Optic. That is huge stuff.
Dashi's
from
in the
Bruce.
zone right now.
As the Dark Knight strikes again. That's a massive 2-piece. Wow.
That is ridiculous, man. Even the angle that he chose, by the way, the stun gets thrown on the back rock, all the shoulders get thrown for the back rock. If he chose any other spot, I mean, maybe he still wins the gunfights, but Toronto plays it.
I used to watch his Black Ops 4 stuff. He was
Perfectly
crazy
done.
in
And
Black
actually
Ops 4.
starts off 5-0, potentially playing for streaks, and I mean, I think when I ran the numbers,
Black Ops
looking at
4
the
is
math
so
count,
much
I don't know
fun.
if I
Oh my
factored in
god.
the Dashi
That game was so much fun.
coefficients.
I mean, Black Ops 4 is literally what COD
the
Mobile is.
takeover potential.
Mixed with Black Ops
This
2
man
and
has.
3.
Oh, dude.
If you pump out that signal, by the way,
one.
on for the first bloods, but Cammy,
But at least you
there
got
to
one.
trade him out. This is they swarm on the site.
It's warm.
You have Formal and Dashi up top laundry,
Almost in
so
so much trouble. Dashi, what can he do from top laundry? Not a lot.
Oh,
2v1
what?
now. Ultra do a brilliant job of cleaning up the site. Those submachine guns
yeah.
just sing.
Well, I mean, they have to
close
let this.
range there on the
Unless
ring.
Scump
That's
can like
exactly where they wanted
1v2
to be.
this,
Scump
he's
on the
behind
rack
them. I
now.
think they know that.
Bomb will be planted. If he times this perfectly, he may be able to catch Insight unaware and possibly kill Cammy as he transitions. And that's good timing, baby. We'll take it.
Okay, Scump.
Take the trophy for
He
good
shot him
measure
through the
as well.
fucking
Here we go, Scump. Squares up versus Insight. Straight up 1v1. The nade lands. Trophy's a little too late, my friend. Scump, aggression in hand.
He's up there, though.
Insight's
Don't
gonna
put
reposition
what?
quickly. And this is a do-si-do, the dance of death. And here we go. Scump may have brought his dancing shoes, but Insight.
I feel like he should. I feel like he should have waited.
Big win from Ultra. That is a
Unless they
must-win
they
round.
planted the bomb. Unless they
Optic pick up
planted the
that
bomb,
pace chance,
then
things get
I would
dangerous.
understand why
Nice
it's
one from
pushed.
Ultra.
And I respect the aggression from both teams as well. Formal well, able to get that kill.
I was surprised
I believe
Cam even
before
got that
he
kill on
falls,
Dashi.
It's just Cammy, the shred machine from down low. And then big wins from Insight towards the end. I mean, again, when you're talking about that Formal versus Insight battle, it's not always just the one-on-one gunfights they're having, but oftentimes can be the last player left alive. Insight, his only kill so far in the game, but obviously a big one to get that round win. Optic back on the attack in Toronto. They love the middle of the map. This is where they got all the trades the last go around. Middle map fully control in their hands. Vance and Kleenex. I mean, again, just some roaming slayers, and Optic again taking it slow and certainly favoring this B site.
Got a lot of love for the B site, man. Ultra with a slow wrap. Envoy may be able to hit the pinch here. Again, it just depends on who looks left, who looks right, and Envoy, oh no, they're in his mouth right now. He can taste it. 2-piece coming his way. That is massive out of Envoy. Brilliant timing. Pure magic.
Hey man, they always say Envoy be flanking, but that boy flanked right there.
COD gods smile upon Optic today. And Scum, the tip of his head was definitely seen there.
Yeah, he did. He seen it.
Sight knows now to just hold this line, but again, the rest.
Scum could just go around. Should just go around. Just go around.
He's in there. Here comes the pinch. Sight. Can you get them both? They're circling around him like sharks, but Insight. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. That's
he
what.
takes down
Never mind.
T2P on the way, and it's going to be Envoy to find his
That was
third
a good
of the
trade
round.
though.
With that third comes the third round for Optic.
That was from Dashi, right?
We go again, Chance. Big stuff.
That's so much great trigger discipline, because he could easily try to shoot at the first one, and then by that time, someone Ultra would have honestly just told him, and he turned around and probably got on
I think
him.
honestly, Toronto loves to do the same thing. They'll leave Cammy up in top bedroom, allow him to make those sort of late flank plays, and you get options when you do it. Envoy could not have timed it any better. Optic, again, they have won so many rounds in losers in a row. They came in today on a 9-map win streak, and Toronto certainly has made it interesting, but now Toronto backs against the wall, down by a couple. And these rounds have slowed down. Envoy knows for sure someone's in art. That's why they're going for the challenge. They heard this coming the whole way through.
Should have eyes on B at least. I'm going to let that play go down. Quick check at A.
I Scump
No due diligence, make sure no funny business here, but Cammy peeks
No.
out. Scump
Oh, he
fight
won that.
again at range with the Krig there. Right spot.
Cammy's freaking
Envoy though,
crazy.
here we go. He is vengeance. Tries to find his way through the backside of R. He's looking for Cammy. Front push now. Gonna be Dashy leading the charge. Trophies are out and about.
If Dashy can
Ultra
get
now
both these,
settled
I
into
mean,
the fight. It's gonna come down to the trades. 2v2 in the
Scump is
situation.
down.
Classic spot to be in for Ultra
Yeah,
on
you
the
seen
close
him.
left corner. Will Dashy check
He's
it?
right there.
Shoulders are out.
Yep. They're both of them right there.
Damage. Envoy though. Envoy though.
I blanked again, bro.
Of a lifetime. Insight though finds 2 more. Unable to get the
Let's
third.
go.
That is unbelievable stuff.
1v1.
Now it is a 1v1. Ultra
Damn,
getting
Cammy's right
done.
there.
It is Cammy. Holy dooly! What are these rounds, man?
I mean, I don't know how Cammy doesn't spot him in this situation. I don't know if he's playing a corner, but there is one open lane.
He shot him with a pistol. I didn't even think he actually was going to get him.
Just talk about the bullying out back laundry. You
AK-47.
just get
I didn't think he had enough.
Put Envoy in too tough of a spot.
rounds
Nearly perfect play from the kid, man. 9-3 to his name, but all of that just for a Toronto round win.
Dude.
Optic, they have been very happy to spread the map on offense almost every go around. This time the bomb leaning potentially quickly over towards A. And for the moment, the site is almost completely left open. It's just Cammy and Money Window for the moment.
Oh, because you think they're still going to be again.
We have the information. They simply do not. But
Yeah.
A right now is open.
Yeah, Cammy's the one in the window watching that one. If you can cross
Please
over
go
now,
through mid.
like right now, Optic, you've got an opening. You've
Yeah,
got the
but the thing
chance.
is, Optic's afraid to cross because
three
they think
inside
they're
comes
probably
back
right
to
there,
check
but
in.
little do they
It's gonna
know
come
Ultra
down to
thinks
who
they're at.
sort of wavers
B.
first. Whose hands are shaking? Who's getting antsy?
Dang, they still
50
haven't kind of
seconds
left
now.
their
A lot
spawn.
of times passed. No one has seen nothing. Back over towards B we go, and Bance has made
So
himself
search
far
is
forward. Laying prone now in the center of the ring. He may be able to get one. Any more than that would be a godsend now to Ultra. But here comes the push. He can hear him. Up over the top. Benjamin Bance finds one. Cammy in the immediate rebuttal. Nice work once again. It's a 2v3 right now. Envoy on the flank. Time and time again.
Thank you.
He is the man. There's 4 more. Shots
Let's
to
go,
the
Dashy.
Kleenex. There's the top
Let's
shot.
go.
The kill
Another
comes
one,
through, and
another
it's
one.
Piper with
Let's
2.
go.
Chicago find another big round, and it's 4-2
They're
now.
like, I know
What
they're
a
like
weird one
turned
that
up
was.
right now.
As for beams and former
In the facility right now.
clean gunfights win. Just catches Kleenex and, well, maybe the night smoke helped him out a little bit, but help he did not need. Clean shots from Mr. Piper. 4-2 lead for Optic, and, well, we go again. Kleenex struggling so far in this game. 1-6 to his name. I will say, though, I'm impressed by Optic so far in this game. I was expecting it to go a different way. And not even just Dashy was popping off early on.
Yeah.
And again, Envoy still 10 kills to his name. Shots coming out, and you
Oh,
just
wow.
get caught at range.
Well, it's because
Kleenex
they got
again
around
can't get anything
the
going.
van.
And while this has happened, the bomb actually going down over
Yeah,
towards
but Vance,
A.
I mean,
I think Scump may be a player
he's
that
by
can at least
himself
get the
or
information on the
Formal-
cross, but Formal gets
Yeah.
out with his life, and Formal
really?
just gets
By who?
beamed by Cammy.
But
That is a
Insight's all
quick
in the back,
3v3
so.
and Insight. The player for the late flank. He's the one that has to spot this information. There's 2 players going to cross into his line of sight. And just look at the corner. This is just going to win in the round unless Optic makes some sort of crazy read. Free kill number 1, and he leaves him. Leaves Skunk for his teammate. The teamwork on point. Beautiful round.
But Dashy can
for
get
the
all 3.
3v4. Dashy just walks over, and what just happened? What is going on over here, guys? Well, it's Toronto winning the round. That's what's happening.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Gets riddled up. Top cut out. Wow, man, this is it. This is a good surge. Back and forth we go. Man, it's just, it's so much patience. So much patience and precision for both teams. Where was this Optic for the longest of times? Well, we were screaming for him throughout the stage. Envoy 11-4. Man is on the flank. Gotta keep an eye out for him. On the other side of the board, Cammy 10-5. Nice stuff out of him. Currently on a 3 spree. It's Kleenex who's really struggling right now for Ultra. He seems to be the target for most of Optic's bullying. Sight, nice early tags. Eyes on at least Envoy. May not have seen Scump as well, but we'll see how it goes. Ultra's now defensive position, starting to move forward. You can see number 4 there, Kleenex, making his way around the back, hoping to find a flank or 2 of his own. The same can be said now for Optic on the offense. Envoy, ruthless aggression. Forward they go.
Right there, right?
Checking every corner so diligently. Vance, though, may be able to get one. Nice trade.
It's a great trade,
Nice
actually.
blood goes their way. Envoy
Formal-
does as well with
formal-
Kleenex now.
Doesn't know
Here's the
Kleenex is
flank
there.
he needed. No,
No, he's seen
Formal
him.
reads it, guns him. 2v3. Scump, Dashy, Formal, in
Yep.
on the bomb site,
And they're
waiting for
both of
Cammy
them
to
coming
peek
mid.
through their column. Here comes the push through pillars. Cammy finds the first. Still number 4 in a row. In sight. He's got that mid-map covered. We'll be there to back him up. The chance is a 2v2. No bomb down just yet. Cammy Nades are out. Dashi can't quite survive the
Ow.
entire fight. Insight snaps into the battle, and that is a huge round from Ultra. Tied up 4-4.
Oh, man. And for Optic, I mean, you had quite a bit of time to work with as well, just for Dashi to try to plant the bomb without even checking pillars. And even though Insight gets a little bit trigger happy and almost gives the game away, well, the nade on point. So right now, that is just the middle of the round. Toronto outplaying him. It's 2 rounds in a row where that's happened. And if you're thinking about the control, where it was down to the wire, and then
Optic had
Cammy
won
turned up and
that
took
round,
over.
they would
Well,
have
he's on a
less
5 spree once
less stress
again.
on this round.
Both of these bomb
But
sites.
now they have
wide
to like
out
stress
in the
for
open.
both. And
Score
it depends on
streaks
who's
can be
pretty
a
much attacks
dagger.
first.
That's what Cammy's going to be looking for. Is you can see once again on offense, taking your time, playing for picks, and we mentioned it earlier. They love leaving Cammy in this spot. It gives him options. You can go for late flanks. You can pinch through mid. You can wrap back to all your teammates out, and just look at Optic Gaming. I mean, they're Envoy, the only player thinking about the push potentially going over towards B, but that might be the game is up. He sees him, 2 arrows turn. Optic now know what the game is.
Hello. Insight's going to get the
No.
first. That's his 3rd in a row. The flank we go once again. Almost got the pinch now through jungle side of the map, but once again,
Yeah,
the Ultra
it's
special
hard.
in that corner. Very kind to them. 2 players of Optic now on the pinch. Insight, eyes on. Nice shots out of Insight. Watches the flank, saves them from that angle for now. And here comes Cammy once again. This is the efficiency of Ultra you expect to see. Formal. All the gun skill in the world is not going to get him through all of the members of Toronto Ultra in this situation. Another decisive round. Match point Ultra. 1 more. And they face Atlanta FaZe.
And guess who got that kill towards the end? It was Cammy. They fed it to him. He finds this one. He has streaks for sure. Everybody up top playing with their food saying, hey, Cammy, come get this kill. Let's win this game in the next round.
Toronto's
That is
tough.
3 in a row. The middle game, or mid-round adjustments, excuse me, for Toronto have been on point. Picking Optic apart. 7 spree. Only the artillery, though. No cruise missile yet, so maybe a small opportunity for Optic, but again, I mean, you're going to have to burn this before you plant the bomb. This is not going to be fun to deal with. And this is just all on Cammy. I mean, the game is up to him at this point. With that artillery in hand, throw shoulders till kingdom come. As long as he is alive, Toronto.
I mean, if Formal
Cammy
can
dies
get
in this situation, you know, before getting that streak down, massive choke on their part. The game basically rests on him. He can make this happen. You can quite literally see the tension. There's Optic now making their way forward, trying to find this A-bomb. And he's still throwing those shoulders. Hasn't seen anything yet. He has seen nothing. They've got no idea that Bant's
wow,
is there as well.
they haven't even know
Formal's
that
gonna be
the
the one
scump
watching
and
that push. And here comes the ping. Eyes are on. Bant springs into action. It's going to be Kleenex who finds the tags. The nades are now there. Optic, they do manage to get the bomb down. Cammy edging forward towards the bomb site. It's on Formal to find these kills. The first goes his way. Kleenex from down low gets involved now. His 3rd kill of the game. Less than 30 seconds to get the defuse on the bomb. And Dashi, oh boy,
Let's
he
go.
wins a big one from the back line. Cammy now trying to move that front line forward. You've got a lot of space to work with now as Insight goes for the defuse. Formal
Let's
brings
go.
it down now, and it's 15 seconds left. Cammy, the last player left alive.
He's not.
Formal
Yeah.
and Dashi just
Optic
have to
has his
defend
round.
the bomb for another
Optic
10
has his
seconds,
round.
and that is
Optic
it.
has his round.
We're going to a round 11. Optic hold the line. We keep the streaks. But this is it. The final chance for both these teams. And what a round from Formal.
Yo,
at the
that
top
was
there.
like
That's
so
where the
important for
magic
Formal to be
happens.
up there.
Say a prayer to Mr. Piper. Won him the round for sure. Catches
Matthew
2
Piper.
different players inside on the bomb. You know he's pre-aiming up top. Incredibly well done. And honestly, that just shows how good that setup is towards the end. Dashi also
And they
doing a
get
nice
the
job,
same round at the same
effectively
side
watching
again.
the full
So
flank
it's
slash
like
just a bedroom push, but that artillery
he shouldn't
still in
peek
Cammy's
yet.
hands,
If I was him, yeah, just
without
wait.
the
Don't
ping.
even peek yet. Because now they're going to be
And
watching
again,
mid.
every single round, with the exception of one. I think this entire game, the teams on offense have been taking it slow, trying to feel out these rounds and get that information. And by the way, look at the call from Toronto. I mean, the triple stack on the A site. And this is in spite of Optic. I mean, for the most part, I preferred to go over towards B. I think if Insight ever gets that information, Cammy's probably just going to burn the artillery straight away.
Find out. 45 on the clock. Bomb in hand. Optic doing what they do, clearing out that B bomb site. Quick plant now. Cammy, eyes on. He's going to blind fire it. Here comes the shot, and I don't think it's going to hit
He's
anything.
going to miss.
It's a miss. Here comes the play from Toronto.
Oh, they're gonna start
Slow and
pushing.
steady as they make their way forward.
They're gonna be pushing
5
now. So
seconds.
I
Scump's
think
gonna get the bomb
someone
down,
has the
and
stairs.
This is it. No streaks, no nothing.
Dashy.
Good old-fashioned 4v4 bomb retake situation. Kleenex now looking to get the party started upstairs. Finds the first. Here he goes again. The Great Dane snaps and finds the second. The third to be had, and there's all on a one void. And then back! He's absolutely cut to ribbons, and Toronto Ultra have just gone and smashed the round in half. With ample time to get the defuse, they didn't even need the streaks to get it
I know
done.
that
And
would
it
hurt
was a
Scump
good
a lot.
old-fashioned ass-kicking. They're on the point. Round 11 goes their way in
Yeah,
an
Scump is
emphatic way.
Scump.
Unbelievable scenes.
I really thought Optic had
It was
good.
perfect. It was absolutely perfect out of Ultra.
Just a dagger of a final round, man. Use the artillery.
Optic should have
force them
definitely
to
won
go
that one.
inside top laundry, and then for Optic, I mean, I don't know if anyone ever threw a shoulder to check if the push was coming through the jungle side or kitchen, whatever it was, but they walked up for free. Kleenex says,
damn, that
"Howdy,
was tough.
what's up with you guys?" Finds the two-piece and just a perfectly executed retake for the round 11. Toronto Ultra, your stage 2 champions, trying to get that revenge on FaZe. This is how their tournament went the last time around. They got knocked into the loser's bracket, I think from like the winners round 1, and then they went on a tear to win towards the end. Well, the setting is certainly there, the opportunity to replicate their stage 2 performance, but I tell you, for Toronto, they still got a long day ahead of them.
I was going to say, I mean, this is, I think this is a slightly bittersweet victory. That was a lot closer than I think they wanted it to be. Here's that final moment. Got to be feeling great. There's the defuse. Kleenex's headphones are already off. He's already up and about. I think Insight is still holding down, like he's still holding down the square button. He's still defusing at this point. But yeah, it's bittersweet. It's a tough one there for Ultra. Again, the victory may be there, but toil, the tired, the blood, sweat, and tears it took to go through Optic, who played their hearts out. You have to tip the cap.
Scump just had a bad search though.
Entire
But he was
performance
mostly dying
here.
for
It's running
trades.
the major to take the stage 2 champs to the absolute brink like that.
But
Every
that,
major
like, I
Optic
mean,
get a little bit stronger. We saw there in those final
Stage
moments.
3,
Envoy, the
I mean,
biggest of brain plays from him. The flanks were on point. Comms are clearly improving. It's only up here from Optic.
I mean, after this, I think they have another
It was
break.
a tough match
So
nonetheless against the reigning champs as
I
Ultra.
think,
Now they
you know
get
what I mean?
another taste at Atlanta FaZe.
that
another
phase in
shot.
Ultra
The
map
spots who
game
took
is
them
gonna be
to
crazy.
Game 5 in the winners.
But thanks for everyone that
Again,
joined
we're
the stream.
playing for a
Appreciate
spot
you
in the
guys,
grand
man.
finals after
Shout out
that.
to you guys.
What
And I will see you
this
guys
is already,
tomorrow.
mate. Call of Duty
I
fans,
mean, it's
we're
great,
eating
and
good.
it's so good. And